The storm had ripped across the prairie with a fury that rattled even seasoned ranchers. When the winds died, the old pine cabin on the ridge lay in a heap of splintered logs and broken rafters. Among the ruin, a faint cry carried on the night air. Ethan McGraw, a cowboy hardened by loss and years of silence, spurred his horse up the slope. His heart pounded as he dismounted and tore through the wreckage. Beneath a beam, he found her, a young woman pinned, her face pale, but her eyes still alive with fear and hope. "Hold on," he muttered, his rough voice trembling as he heaved the beam away. With strength he didn't know he still had, he lifted her into his arms. Her body was light against his chest, yet the weight of her trust pressed into him deeper than he could explain. All the way down the ridge, she clung weakly to his shirt. Don't leave me," she whispered. He swallowed hard. It had been years since anyone had asked him to stay. Since the fire that took his family, Ethan had stopped believing he was meant to protect anyone. But her words, soft, desperate, struck something long buried inside him. At the ranch house, he laid her by the fire, wrapping her in blankets. Her eyes fluttered open. "You saved me," she breathed, a faint smile tugging her lips. Ethan sat back, his chest heavy. "Just did what needed doing," but she shook her head gently. "No, you believed I was worth saving." The room went quiet except for the crackle of the fire. Ethan stared at her, realizing her words weren't just gratitude. They were faith. Faith he thought he'd lost in God, in love, in himself. For the first time in years, the cowboy bowed his head, not in grief, but in something close to prayer. And as she reached for his hand, he knew the storm had given him more than it had taken.